Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about an issue that I'm sure a lot of people have gripes with. Are you worried about your country turning into a surveillance state? I know that most of us are. And that's why I want to react to this brand new video from Miss Blair White called Why Americans Are Sick of Flock Cameras. Speaking of cameras, I think my camera is so if my avatar stops moving or I have to restart my computer in the middle of this video, I will do a backflip off of here into the ocean. So, without further ado, let us continue with this video.
Flock cameras are setting America on fire. People are so pissed about this. There's been officers caught stalking their exes. A cop in Sedgwick, Kansas used Flock to track his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend. And then there's the troglodyte saying that it's just there to read license plate. That's all it does. It just reads numbers on your plate. But if that's the case, why are they on golf courses?
Yeah. Why is it
at a kid's water park?
Yeah, why is it at swimming pools?
Why is it pointed at a person's home?
This cannot be more than 3 feet from a private home's window.
There's one incident that just pisses me. Like, I watched, there was one woman who was falsely accused of stealing a $25 package. A bummy cop was sent and he came to her door and harassed her and she didn't even do it. I feel like they probably call it flock because they see us as sheep.
Oh yeah. Can we talk about how fire her intro music is? It's so good.
I love a bipartisan issue. Bipartisan issues are kind of like bisexuals. Like, you know, they exist technically, in theory, but they're just so rare to encounter in the wild, they may as well be mythological creatures, like something that the right and the left agrees on at the same damn time. In 2026, that's pretty rare, but they do exist, and flock cameras are setting America on fire. People are so pissed about this, and I don't really make videos about things that aren't pissing me off, so you can guess that that's my stance as well. We've all known that government surveillance has existed, and to an extent that is so ungodly, so anti-constitution.
Pause. If my avatar is really going to be this big of an issue, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's make it through this video, okay?
It's actually insane. Some people are just picking up on this issue right now, but because flock cameras are popping up on streets, people's highways, all over in people's towns all across America, I think the issue is very much more tangible now.
These are all the cameras around the country.
Yeah, so this is actually disgusting. When I'm driving down the highway to and from work, I can see them, and I have illegal thoughts when I see these cameras. And the fact that this is now what the map looks like, their placement in the US, it's not good. This isn't good. Hot take. Flock cameras are bad. Okay?
In America, all over the place.
People are seeing it, whereas they already got you on the phone.
Does the CIA listen through our phones and laptop cameras? Yes.
Yes. Yes, they do. They do that. Oh my God. Man, cameras really stress me out, huh? Shit.
I hate to say it.
They got you on the TV. There are microphones and cameras in the TVs.
Go back.
I hate to.
Does the CIA listen through our phones and laptop cameras? Yes.
I hate to say it.
They
you, dude.
got you on the TV. There are microphones and cameras in the TVs. It's that deep.
They can take over your smart television and turn the speaker into a microphone.
Even when the TV is turned off.
Miss Alexa has been creeping on you since the day you decided to put that in your home. Why would you do that, by the way? Oh, and in 2027, all the cars being made have to have cameras inside of them. Oh, and you guys want to go real schizo? Did y'all see they have the cameras in the fake pigeons?
Oh, yeah. I've been saying this since 2020. Birds aren't real. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but those are the original drones. Okay.
You know how, like, crazy people... Schizo. How they used to say they thought the birds were fake? I listen to crazy people. I really do. Oftentimes they're more tapped in than you. So it's crazy to me that people needed to see these big, ugly, boxy cameras to realize, oh, the government is spying on me. And I'm being a little bitter, but at the same time, it is a positive thing that people are talking about this. People are so pissed about these flock cameras that there's even groups popping up, setting out with a specific goal to vandalize flock cameras, which I can't
Oh my God.
endorse. Flock cameras are just there for our safety. Yeah, it's funny how every infringement on our rights, every violation of the Constitution comes with this, promise of safety, this thing that never actually comes because the world's just getting more and more dangerous, number one. And number two, there is no actual statistical evidence that flock has reduced crime. There's no such reason to say that it does. There's no proof. But what we do have a rising number of is incidents where police are falsely accusing people or pulling them over on the highway, sometimes with guns drawn.
Brookfield police with guns drawn pull over a car they say was flagged by flock cameras in connection to a homicide out of Milwaukee. Well, turns out this was all some sort of mishap with the flock camera systems. In fact, Brookfield police say they called Milwaukee police and MPD said they no longer needed the car or the people inside, so officers let them go.
And then there's the troglodyte saying that it's just there to read license plate. That's all it does. It just reads numbers on your plate. But if that's the case, why are they on golf courses?
I can't with this camera, dude. It is cutting out way. So, after a very small mishap with my camera, I figured out how to use my iPhone as the tracking data. Thank you, VTube Studio, for existing and being wonderful. Because now I can just use my phone as a camera. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. I just gotta figure out, like, the correct positioning. This is so crazy. I figured it out. Okay, it should be centered now. And it should be great. Should work. I'm so excited. This is awesome. How exciting! On the video that is about the disgusting cameras, I had a divorce with my Logi C6 whatever bullshit camera, and now I'm using my iPhone. Relationship ended with Logitech, and relationship began with iPhone 17 Pro Max. Yes. Here we are. We are in 2026, everybody. It's time to get with the times. We are getting with the times today. Okay, finally, let us continue watching this video. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why is it at a kid's water park?
Why does Anna have a flock camera facing the kids' splash pad?
Why is it pointed at a person's home?
Is flock safety eavesdropping on private citizens?
I can't get over how fucking crazy that little ordeal was. I'm so happy that now I have something stable. Thanks to Grok, thanks to iPhone, thank you, VTube Studio, thank you so much, and fuck you, Logitech.
This cannot be more than 3 feet from a private home's window.
And fuck you, Flock.
I don't know if that's a bedroom window or a living room window, but that microphone is certainly going to be able to pick up conversations inside of this house.
Or a bike path. Or a playground.
For what?
Or a kid's gymnastics room.
Disgusting. Literally what?
So the kids' gymnastics room was in Dunwood, Georgia, where a bunch of flock employees were caught spying on a live, I guess, gymnastics session with...
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I can't say it. It's a K word. K word. Them all. I don't actually know.
And when the CEO, Garrett Langley, last name Langley, like where the CIA headquarters is. They love to put it in your face. That's all I'm going to say. But when Mr. Langley, the CEO, was forced to respond to this, he basically just said it came down to bad judgment. That's a quote. I don't know how creeping is bad judgment, but this is an issue all the way around with flock because there's been officers caught stalking their exes. A cop in Sedgwick, Kansas used flock to track his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend, and their vehicles were searched 228 times over 4 months. And he even physically stalked them, and then he just resigned and nothing worse happened to him. These people are gonna make me go ACAB. Like, Do not make me go ACAB. Another cop in Orange City, Florida, searched his ex-girlfriend's plate 69 times, her mother's 2 times, and her father's 15 times. Another fellow cop actually warned the victim after he caught the other cop doing it. A Milwaukee cop was actually prosecuted, thank God, for using flocks to stalk his ex and another person, and he got 13 months probation. I think one of the things that I'm actually enjoying, though, out of this situation, out of this dystopian hellhole, is the fact that town city hall meetings and city council meetings are lit. It's like good reality TV. It's really.
I actually should go to some of my local city council meetings. If not to complain, just to observe. I feel like that could be like a good use of my free time, just to see what's going on in my local community. That would be interesting.
Really good.
I don't think a single one of your voters have ever looked at something China was doing and said, hey, we should do that too. Our grandfathers surely didn't get shredded by German machine guns and have their skin peeled off in Japanese POW camps so that bureaucratic goblins in their own government would come along and install AI surveillance systems in their communities. If I took a time machine back to 1776 and tried to explain flock to George Washington or John Adams, they would probably die of shame right there on the spot.
The Emperor is a fan of flock, and we must continue utilizing flock technology.
Stop this now. No, actually, don't stop. Continue this.
So that we can follow and surveil the rebel scum as they move from playground to playground.
And I completely agree with the sentiment these people are expressing when they go up and complain about this. AI is another thing that people are feeling like, what are we exactly being forcibly opted into, this future with AI? And everyone just kind of knows. And Silicon Valley even speaks about how there's a potential it's going to be the end of the world and it's going to cause all these problems. And yet we act like we can't just U-turn and not do it. We still have to be building data centers in people's neighborhoods where the crops are dying and the cows aren't giving birth. Have y'all seen that? People's cows are like not giving birth around data centers.
I talked to one farmer who lives right next to a data center. Not a new calf since they built that data center. The noise is called nothing but stillbirths. So it's doing that to cattle. What is it going to be doing to our kids? What is it going to be doing to our family members? Texas law says that every homeowner has the right to quiet enjoyment of their property. How are they going to have that if they create this noise, they create this heat?
And we objectively are in the next industrial revolution right now. We're in the AI revolution. And which AI companies do you guys think is going to have the best coding model by the end of 2026? According to our besties at Kalshi, 58% of people say Anthropic, 29% of people say OpenAI, and 13% of people say xAI. I don't have a dog in that race, but if you do, you need to go head over to Kalshi. We love Kalshi on this channel. They have been incredibly good to me. Make sure you guys go check them out. They are the first CFTC regulated exchange dedicated to the prediction of future outcomes. Check out Kalshi today in the pinned comment or the link in my description, and you're gonna get $20 free when you trade $20. All you have to do is use code Blair.
Only if you have never made an account before. So yeah, I can't use these codes because I made my own account like a year ago just to see what was up, and now I can't get $20.
Again, check out Kalshi in the link in the description or pinned comment. Use code Blair and get $20 free.
Honestly, Kalshi I think is probably bad for you because then you can just be like, oh, I'm gonna put 50 cents here, 50 cents there, and then before you know it, you lost $10. Unless you're like super lucky or like Megamind knowing what's gonna happen before it happens, which that is something that happens on this app, by the way. People just know beforehand. Like the admin of the US, the administration, I guess they're probably like not so secretly putting money in inflating this shit and making bank off of whether Trump will say a word or not, which is kind of, we should do something about that. I don't know what we should do, but we should do something
when you
about
trade
it.
$20. Thank you so much to Kalshi for sponsoring today's video, and now onto the video. I don't know, I have to be real. It's not as if I don't expect to be, when I'm out of the house, on camera all of the time. But I guess it's just the fact that you can't opt out of it, right? Like, I know my phone's spying on me. Hi, CIA agent. I can destroy this damn phone if I really wanted to. I can leave the phone at home when I go out in public, but then the fact that now it's basically China out in these streets, which I thought we didn't want to be China. Like maybe that was just all propaganda until they needed to make us China, but I felt like 2 seconds ago we didn't want to be China and or North Korea.
Why would the government need to know where you are at all times? There are two governments in the entire world that attempt to know where their civilians are at all times. Communist China and North Korea. And we aspire to be neither.
There's one incident that just pisses me, like, I watched this and I was enraged. You're going to be enraged. There was one woman who was falsely accused of stealing a $25 package, which is a felony and quite a petty one to achieve for a $25 package. A bummy cop was sent and he came to her door and harassed her and she didn't even do it.
Yep, he's like, I know you did it. I have you here on this vlog camera. And she's like, what? Like, if you haven't seen this video, here it is.
Well, hi there. How are you doing? Doing so good it should be illegal, isn't it?
Oh my fucking god, dude. This scumbag.
Prasanna available.
She is. She's taking a nap right now. You can see if she can come out really quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Prasanna, my name is Sergeant Jamie Milliman with the Calumet Valley Police Department.
Okay.
You don't know why I'm here?
No.
Okay. You drive through the town of Beaumar quite often?
Nope.
You don't?
No, I work from home.
Okay. You know we have cameras in that town and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
You will die.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna stand by you don't know why I'm here?
No.
Okay. There was a theft of a package from 5245 Ridge Trail on Tuesday. Like I said, we have cameras everywhere in that town. You can't get a breath of fresh air in or out without us knowing.
Why does he say that? That's disgusting. Put this man in prison.
You know the quality on the camera doorbell you have?
Yep.
I've got that on my phone right now of you taking that package.
And you have to wonder how incompetent these cops are, because when you went off of the video that he looked at to accuse her, it looks nothing like her.
It would
Yeah,
not
it doesn't
show
look
me
anything like
the
her.
picture of me accusing me of taking the package on there, and so that would have really cleared, I think, a few things up. So that was a little concerning.
To potentially ruin her reputation over a $25 package she didn't even steal is just so disgusting. And this is not to bash cops, by the way. I'm really not that person. That's really not in my spirit. There are amazing cops out there. And can I tell you, this is just a little bit of a flex. I have been let off by every single cop that's ever pulled me over. That probably sounds like a lie. I really don't care. I've been pulled over 3 or 4 times, and every time I just got so sad and so devastated that they let me go. Like, I remember the first time I got pulled over, I cried, he let me go, and then every time after that, I guess I just looked so shook, they felt bad for me.
Why is that advice? It only works for women. I'm so sorry, men, you're cooked. But yeah.
But anyways, back to that reptilian is...
Wait, not saying that Blair White is a woman. You know what I mean? But like, if you make an effort to transition and look like a woman and then you cry, you know, people will be like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Skin suit Garrett Langley, who, again, I just have to hone in on the last name. What are the odds that his last name is where the headquarters of the CIA is in America? Like, I don't... If it's not intentional and they're playing in your face, it is just a simulation. This man is an absolute psychopath, as most reptilians would be, I'd assume.
We don't want chaos, or I don't want
snuck
chaos.
that in there.
I like law and order. I like a society that has a bedrock of safety.
I followed his Twitter, and I get his tweets now, and they're the most manipulative, gross. He tweets about how it's just to protect children. The whole thing is to protect children, which is...
People who scream that the loudest are the ones that need to be looked into the most. You know what I'm saying?
Is a manipulation tactic, by the way. He tweeted, I can think of no greater mission than rescuing our children.
Just like how, oh my god, I'm going to bring it up. The trans movement, focusing on children now. Get them away from the kids. Thank you.
And then he got a community note saying, more than 50 law enforcement officers have been charged with or accused of misusing Flock and other surveillance dragget systems to stalk women and their ex-partners. This whole mission of like, it's to protect the vulnerable, and we just keep seeing incidents to the contrary, and crime is not going down. So what's really going on? And apparently, infuriatingly, what kind of guy changes his license plates every day when he leaves his house and changes the route that he drives to work every single day? That sounds like a criminal, right? That sounds like someone breaking the law.
No, it's the
someone with
CEO.
something to hide. But that's actually Garrett Langley.
Ew.
There was an investigation by one of my favorite YouTubers, Tyler Oliveira. Shout out to him.
While Flock defenders say if you've nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear, then why is the CEO of Flock living behind a gated fortress protected by security guards and changing the car he drives and the route he takes every day? Could it be possible that the very man who made his fortune surveilling every American, doesn't like it when the camera points his direction.
He can track you.
End this bullshittery.
All day, down. He can track your kids, he can track your wife. They're flocking on everybody, right? I feel like they probably call it flock because they see us as sheep.
Clock it.
You see, y'all don't look too deeply into things. Y'all don't look deeply enough, rather. Y'all don't, even if it's not intentional, it's spiritual. Now, here's what I will say. If I'm being honest, I don't necessarily rank Flock like 10 out of 10, worst of the worst in terms of examples of ways in which the government is illegally spying on citizens, illegally monitoring citizens. I don't actually think it's the worst thing. I think the phones probably do way worse. Like, I swear to God, I think these topics just make me go like a little bit out there, but like I'm always hitting on the truth still. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all can act like it's crazy. Gaslight me if you want to. Gaslight me in the comments. Y'all ever think the phone like listens to your thoughts too?
Oh yeah.
Current medical technology can gather rich information about brain activity.
Sure.
We knew that.
You ever think about something and you don't even say it out loud or talk to it about anyone and still you get an advertisement for it? What year are we living in? 1984.
But now, artificial intelligence language models are providing a new breakthrough to interpret that brain information. New research shows that the tech can help read people's private thoughts, that the science plus the tech enables mind reading. Let me say that news again. Researchers are accurately performing some human mind reading. They can translate a person's brain activity into a continuous stream of text. So then that text corresponds to what the researchers can determine people are thinking.
And this.
Throw your eggs if you want. Because it used to be that it wasn't listening to your voice at all. It used to be if you said that it was hearing what you're saying. Now it's just commonly accepted. Everyone knows, like, yeah, it listens to what you say all the time, and then it gives you ads based on that. Well, you know, I've seen some ads for some real niche things that only exist in the, you know, confines of my mind. Between that and the fact that those Snapchat filters been scanned your face. They've had your face on lock since 2017. Yeah. If they didn't get you with the Snapchat filters, they got you at TSA, TSA Clear, or TSA Plus, where they scan your eyeballs, your retinas, they got you there. So, but having said that, I do not think we should tolerate flock cameras just because they're already spying on us in all these other ways. I think that it is a big deal. I think that it's going to a bigger deal going forward. And I think people are overall just really sick of feeling like we are being ushered into a future that we're just not comfortable with. There's so many things we just can't opt out of. First of all, you can't opt out of social media anymore. You can't opt out of the internet. That alone has changed the world for the worst. And now you can't opt out of data centers being in your neighborhood.
This is the noise you hear coming from this hyperscale data center in Michigan, and it's right next to all of these homes in this residential area. But this isn't just background noise. This is a constant hum that you can hear all day, all night, 24/7.
And it's kind of just like, to what end? Because I doubt extremely rich private neighborhoods on their private roads have any flock cameras. And I don't know what the Jews in Manhattan did to make sure it's not in their neighborhood at all, but we all need to do that. We all need to be safe. Safeguarding our neighborhoods. Go to your city council. Do what you have to do. Silver lining time though, okay? I actually really appreciate how much Americans are uniting on this. People are just, from what I can see, 90% of people are on the accord of this is bad. This is something that we don't want. We're Americans. We don't want to be Miss China. We don't want to be Miss North Korea. And this is the kind of thing we should be focusing on, because there's so many things that are set up to distract us from noticing these things. Who remembers when they put 5G towers up like seemingly overnight, in the dark, in the quiet, during lockdowns? Like, you just woke up out the pandemic and there were these huge, ugly 5G towers that have not increased cell service. So what the hell are they used for? They're just around everywhere. Look into that one too. It's scary. Thank you so much to Cal Street for sponsoring this video. Check them out in the link in my description or my pinned comment. And definitely subscribe to this channel as well as my podcast channel. Follow me on X, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Oh, man. We got a rough one coming, huh? Oh, boy. All this discourse about the cameras and my issue with the camera, even in this video, all of this like evil intrusive surveillance that's going on. It feels like it's easy to take the black pill and say that you have no hope. But I think that that's not the way to go forward. I think that people should wake up, for lack of a better word. We should wake up. I love saying that. But we should do more to be an active member. And like I said earlier, let's try to attend some city council meetings locally. Just like pop in and see what's up, you know? Go ahead and do that, because I'm certainly going to be looking into doing that. It just sounds like the bare minimum that we could do. But I'm also, you know, just a stupid random on the internet. You don't have to listen to me. Or you do. You could listen to me if you wanted to. You're here right now. That's kind of sick, actually. I really love and appreciate that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you come back for the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Follow me on X. I do have an X account. If you didn't know that, I will link that in the description. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!